Hi guys, my name is Mihir Joshi. Welcome to an episode of the MJ Show, and this is very special because this time we are doing it in front of a live studio audience, and that studio audience, of course, everyone's sitting at their homes. Don't worry, we've not taken up a studio anywhere in Mumbai or anywhere else. But students from IMUN are here with us, and we are doing this episode live in front of all of them. And it is great for us to be here. And for the very first episode of the MJ Show live, only at IMUN, I have the absolutely incredible Salim Merchant here with me. Salim, welcome to the MJ Show.
Thank you so much, Mihir. It's always amazing to check out your interviews. I think this is the first time you're doing an interview.
This is the first time, man. 7 years, and I've been following up with you for almost 7 years. It's not a joke.
Yeah, I feel so bad that don't say that. Well, I just felt like it should be the right time to do it, and I felt this would be the right time. Yes.
Now, this is a fantastic time because there's just so much happening. I recognize that today's entire episode can happen about the non-film music of Salim Merchant, because there's just so much music that you put out in these last few months. Of course, you've been doing it for years, but since the pandemic, I think there are a lot of things that have happened, which I think we should definitely talk about and let all of your fans know about as well. Speaking of, let's start off by talking about your record label. Tell us a little bit about Merchant Records.
So this is something which has been going on for like the past couple of years. We've been putting out music, every like 4 times, 5 times a year, and it's been happening very, very regularly. Particularly the festival spirit, like we put out songs during Eid, we put out songs during Holi. I also put out some party numbers during Diwali and Christmas season. So yeah, it's been like a pretty consistent thing for the past 3-4 years. And then this time, last year, I actually decided to announce it at the All About Music. Something stopped me. Something stopped me and said, okay, no, maybe this is not the right time. We should have a proper structured plan before we release, because the purpose of our record label is not just for Salim Sulaiman. The label was for everybody. The label was for the entire artist community, and I just didn't want to do anything haphazardly. Of course, I was touring amidst all this stuff, and then came the pandemic. The pandemic kicked in. There was no touring. There was no live stuff. And, suddenly, Sulaiman and me had a lot of time to structure a label properly, to not just have us, but have, the whole entire community participate. I'm talking about different composers, different artists, from different lyricists, filmmakers. And this was the time where I felt like, Merchant Records should come out with not just like 1, 2, 3, 4, but like many songs, and also have participation from different composers, writers, and it was obviously on set of our most awaited project, Bhoomi 2020. We had decided to release it on Earth Day in April 22nd, which is Earth Day, but then of course the pandemic had kicked in, and I felt it'd be great to sort of give it some time, so that when things get a little bit okay, things are obviously not okay, but I felt like maybe Diwali, it would be better. Now we just released the first song of Bhoomi 2020, which came out last week. Correct. It's called Saval, which has Sukhwinder and Nikita Gandhi. And the next one is about to release with Shreya Ghoshal.
And, I do want to talk about Bhoomi because it's a very, very interesting project. But I first want to talk a little bit more about Merchant Records. I mean, your most recent release was with somebody who has basically taken over the YouTube space. I mean, he's one of the most popular guys. To the best of my knowledge, he's got the highest subscriber count on YouTube, Carryminati. How did that come about? Like, I mean, Carry has got his own YouTube channel, which has like millions of subscribers. How did that association come about where you got Carry to come and sing a song on the label?
Yeah, it was very simple. It was a Punjabi funky, like a party song. And I felt like maybe we should have some rap on it.
Right.
because it just seemed like it was kind of, it had a trap sort of a vibe, and I felt like maybe it should have a rap song, a rap bit.
Right.
So I called my friend Raftar. A lot of people probably know that I'm
Huh.
very close to Raftar. Uh, and
Of course.
he really is a dear friend of mine. So I called him. I said कि यार ये गाना है, थोड़ा party type का गाना है, सुन ले. So he heard it. He said यार
Huh.
Salim, called me भैया. He called me भैया, ये थोड़ा सा मेरे genre में नहीं है, but किसी एक अच्छे बंदे को मैं recommend करूँ. I said हाँ करो.
Huh.
तो सर एक बंदा है कैरी मिनाटी. Now
Huh.
I didn't have an idea that Carry Minati is a YouTuber
Right.
and he's a rage and I don't know. So he said like there मेरा एक दोस्त है कैरी मिनाटी. ऐसे ही कैरी मिनाटी कोई मतलब फॉरेनर है क्या, अमेरिका का है क्या? He said नहीं भैया, उसका नाम अजय नागड़ है.
Ajay Nagar.
वो फरीदाबाद का बंदा है और बहुत ही मतलब मस्त है. एंड he'll bring in some fun comic
Yeah.
element and like he'll kind of make it चटपटा and it'll be fun.
Correct.
तो मैंने कहा ठीक है, मुझे आप नंबर भेज दो, मैं उसको मैसेज कर देता हूँ. इसे नहीं नहीं, आप क्यों मैसेज कर रहे हो, मैं करता हूँ.
Huh.
ऐसे 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 करते करते बात चली आगे. एंड कैरी एंड मी कनेक्टेड. एंड
Correct.
and I called him Ajay only all this while. Like Carrie was a little weird for me. But when I started, then anyway, by then he knew the song. Like I had sent him the
Correct.
song.
Correct.
He sent me a scratch rap like the same day. He
क्या
wrote
बात
something
है?
and sent it back to me.
क्या बात है?
Tab tak I started researching him. I'm like, oh my God, this guy is like some crazy sensation. Like he's a gamer and he's a
Yeah.
streamer and he's a
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
YouTuber and like people like really go nuts about him. And then, and then I saw some of his roasting videos also. And like I was, but he came across very sweet and he said, you know
He's a
what, sir,
very sweet guy, man. He's a very sweet and humble guy. I mean, of course, he's a massive YouTuber and he's got millions of followers and subscribers, but he genuinely is a sweet guy. I mean, he's a simple
yeah. So he came
banda hai.
across very chilled out with me and he said कि सर मुझे तो आपके साथ काम करना है, आप गाना
Correct.
भेज दो मुझे, मैं करता हूँ. And he sent it to me and the first attempt itself I liked it.
क्या
That's
बात है?
very rare.
हाँ.
मैं बहुत ही मतलब I'm not saying I'm like a tough taskmaster, but I always like a little change, my own this thing. But I really like the vibe.
Right.
And I'm like,
Right.
okay, cool. This is fine. Just are you going to do some overdubs and some ad libs and this and that? I told him, यार मुझे एक random एक ad libs का दे दो part where I'll take
Correct.
your voice and I'll tweak your voice and I'll have fun with it. And
Correct.
that's it. That's it.
Killer,
When
man.
the video was done, I mean, the song was done, I told him कि Carry video करना है. तो he said, sir, मैं फरीदाबाद से निकलूंगा तो नहीं.
हाँ.
I'll be here only.
हाँ.
I पूरा ये कोविड के चक्कर में मैं I won't travel and all. So I said, तो एक काम कर, you do the video there only यार, अपने घर पे. तो
हाँ.
उसने अपने घर पे ही कर लिया हो.
Oh, that entire setup that he's
Yeah,
got is
yeah,
at his.
yeah,
क्या
yeah.
बात है? क्या बात है?
His team is pretty kick-ass. Yeah, yeah.
Very kick-ass, very kick-ass, and it's a great song. It's done really well for everybody watching right now here at IMON and the viewers of the MJ Show. If you've not already done it, please go and subscribe to the Salim Suleiman YouTube channel. Don't worry about it. इसके इस वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन में आपको ये लिंक मिलेगा, तो वहां पे जाइए, सब्सक्राइब करिए जरूर, and hit the bell icon on my channel and on theirs so that when new songs come up or new videos come up, you get a notification, because I'm sure each of you subscribe to like 100 different channels, so you don't know किसका कहाँ का कब video आएगा. At least notification bell दबाओगे तो you will get a notification saying कि Salim Merchant and or Salim Suleiman Music or Merchant Records has put out a new song. You got to check it out. Or the MJ Show has put out a new episode. Check it out. So do that for sure. And other song that I wanted to talk about is the song that you did with Nikita and Arman, which was such a cool song, man. Completely animated music video. I thought the video was great. Arman and Nikita sound really fantastic. And tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Arman and me, so basically we had done this song way before the pandemic. I had done it like a year ago. In fact, a year and a half ago. और गाना
Very cool.
तैयार था, and I always wanted to put it out on Merchant Records. And I spoke to Arman, and Arman said, "Sir, थोड़ा सा problem है, can't come out to shoot."
Correct.
Nikita's little bindas. She's
हाँ.
like, "We can do it, no problem at all, this and that."
Correct.
But I was like, without Arman, थोड़ा सा weird हो जाएगा. So then
हाँ.
the filmmaker Shakti, he came out with this whole. मैंने ना अपना बहुत सारे I keep sending messages to people with my emoji, and it's so easy to create emoji on the iPhone. It's
Yeah.
really simple. So I do have fun with it. So my filmmaker friend Shakti had seen it, and he said that sir ये काम करते ना, ये emoji का video बनाते हैं.
क्या बात है?
It's like perfect. I called Nikita and Raj, who works
हाँ.
with us, Raj Pandit.
Right.
he actually was we created two animated characters, Addy and Ada. Addy is the
Right.
guy and Ada is the girl, and they
Right.
basically set out for a car ride. We call the song Beach Raste,
Right.
and the song was Manzilon ne Raho ko chuna, Dhadkanon ne
Manzilon ne
Baho.
raahon ko chuna. Yeah, I love the song, man. It's
Yeah,
such a cool song. Go
yeah.
ahead, go ahead. Continue, continue. Sorry, sorry. आप कह रहे थे. What were the
Yeah,
lyrics?
yeah,
Second line?
and then that's it. Raj came and Nikita came and they we shot them on the iPhones with
Yeah.
the animated characters because obviously
Nice.
emoji is a Apple thing only. You can't
Correct.
get it anyhow any other.
Right.
It was done in a day, like because the emoji
Yeah.
creates great characters with lip sync and
Correct.
eye expressions and facial expressions and stuff, and it was a great technological way of technology sort of breakthrough for us because we really used tech in a beautiful way to release this video in these tough times, and it really empowered us, gave us a lot of confidence to continue this thing of of merchant records, and then one after the other there was then the song with.
Yeah, you've been dropping fantastic songs. There's the song with Vijay Prakash, which is really good. By the way, listen, we don't have time to talk about every song, guys, but trust me when I say this, don't just see the new Carryminati song. Go back and see the other songs that have been released on Merchant Records, on Salim Suleiman's YouTube channel. They are fantastic songs. And coincidentally, if you want to know more about those songs, literally every artist who's on Merchant Records has recently come on the MJ show and we've talked about those songs. We've gone into
Oh,
the depths of those songs and the stories behind those songs. So Vijay Prakash, Nikita Gandhi, Arman Malik, all of them have spoken about those songs. So you can see those stories as well. But now I want to talk about the new album, the album that Salim just spoke about a little while ago. जिसका पहला गाना already release हो चुका है, which was called Saval, which featured the absolutely phenomenal Sukhwinder Singh and Nikita Gandhi. And the second song that's coming up this Monday, right now, if you go on the Sufi Score YouTube channel, I'm going to talk to him about that as well. You can see the teaser of that's going to be releasing at 5:30 p.m. today, and it's already on Instagram. But the song will drop on Monday. What time on Monday, Salim?
It's at 5 p.m.
5 p.m. So now tell me a little bit about two things. One is a little bit more about the Bhoomi project and why Sufi Score. When you have your own channel, why are you releasing this content on the Sufi Score channel? What is Sufi Score, by the way?
Good question. So Sufi Score A is a it's a record label. It's a YouTube channel,
Mhm.
which is basically releasing a lot of different various content from all over the world. It's a UK based channel.
Okay,
They
lovely.
they mainly have a Indian and Pakistani diaspora audience, which is a
Mhm.
massive audience. They have a good subscriber base, but more than anything else, they are friends of ours who really, really loved Bhoomi as a
Lovely.
project and wanted to partner with us. And
Okay.
the I've always believed in partnerships. I've always believed in collaborations. I've always believed in coming together as as a community to do something massive. And
Nice.
because Bhumi was such a pet project of mine, and I needed more strength and power to amplify this project because it has Sukhi, it has Nikki, it has it has Shreya, it has Arijit Singh, it has Salman Ali and Osman Mir, and I mean Jonita Gandhi, and so many different artists, Vipul Mehta, Raj, myself, of course, singing. And it's a pet project, and Kaushiki Chakravarti,
Oh,
you know
yeah. Oh, yeah.
so there are so many incredible artists that I needed a certain kind of a big amplification, a wider
Right.
audience,
Lovely.
a collaboration that reached out to more people. And I do believe that coming together with people
Right.
does make a difference in terms of amplification. And this is actually for everybody to know as a lesson. I could have done it alone myself
Yeah.
with Salim Suleiman,
Of course you could have. Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
the kind of audience that I wanted to cater to, I felt like it'd be better to collaborate to have a wider audience, and that
True.
and also they were very keen in terms of their spirit, in terms of making sure that it reaches out to a lot of people, in terms of having a big marketing plan, etc., etc. So why not?
Brilliant. No, absolutely. And by the way, for everybody watching, here it is. This is the Sufi Score channel. I'm already subscribed to it. You guys should go and subscribe to that as well, because the first song, which was Saval, came out just about a week ago. I mean, on Monday this week. And I
Yeah,
think you're going to be putting out songs every Monday for the next few weeks, right?
absolutely. Every Monday. Monday.
That
Every
is
Monday.
brilliant. So let's talk a little bit about the first song and just lead into the second song and just give people a teaser of what they can expect in the next few songs. But before we wrap up for today, we've got to hear you sing, and I'm giving you enough notice so that you can think. I'm going to leave it up to you. I know that a lot of people were giving me suggestions कि ये गवाओ ये गवाओ. मैंने सोचा कि आपको पूछूंगा. You decide one song from your incredibly vast career that you've had, so many songs that you've done, one song for everybody watching right now on the MJ show right here at Iman. I'd love for you to sing. But before that, tell me a little bit about working with Sukhwinder Singh. My God, the vocal pyrotechnics in that first song are spectacular. Saval is great. I mean, not just musically, it's a phenomenal song, but Sukhwinder Singh, the way he sings it, and then the complete sort of opposite of that with Nikita Gandhi coming and singing in English. It's just a beautiful mix of styles and genres and cultures. And I think it was a great song. But why don't you tell us a little bit about the making of this song?
So I'll tell you, this song was really like something which has just happened over a cup of tea, and I'm serious about it.
Wow. Okay.
I wish I could show you.
Lovely.
Well, I'm going to let if you guys will be able to catch it, but I'll try anyway. So literally, we came back. Sukhwinder, myself, and Suleiman came back from a music launch. I'll tell you which
Okay.
movie it was. It was Jai Ganga Jal.
Okay.
It was that film,
Okay.
and it was a music launch of that. And we came back, and I just told Sukhi that Paji thoda baitho na chai vai piyo. So he said कि नहीं यार मेरा गाने का mood है. So he started singing. He started
Wow.
singing, and what he sang was, I cannot explain it to you, Mihir. It changed me. I mean, like I was like, oh my God, this guy.
मन 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 ता पीर मनावा मन 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 ता पीर मनावा मुल्ला कोलो तवीज बनावा मैं ता करनिया जतन हजारा सावल मोड़ मुहारा
Bhai, bhai, bhai.
सावल मोड़ मुहारा तत्तिरो मैं बाट निहारा
Aha.
तत्तिरो तत्तिरो तत्तिरो
Anyway, this
Kya
went
baat
on.
hai.
This went on for about
This
five, six
went
minutes.
on.
Went on for
Wow.
about 5, 6 minutes, and I told Sukhi that Sukhi, we have to do this song. And Sukhi came one day. He came to the studio.
Ha.
We created a little bit of just a backdrop of a track. There was no
Yeah.
track really. It's just a backdrop which we created,
Right.
and we put up Sukhi on a microphone, and he sang for 45 minutes, and it was non-stop. This bandish, he sang for 45 minutes. And believe me,
Amazing.
it was so difficult for me to pick 4 minutes from there because I wanted a song not more than 4 minutes. So
Stunning.
for
Stunning stuff.
45 minutes, I had to remove 41 minutes and just pick the right parts and pick 41 minutes, pick
Man.
4 minutes and make a song. And then I felt like this song required some more color, and then
Right.
that's how I came up with this.
Idea of getting
Seasons
Nikita.
come and seasons go. Where you lead me, I will follow. ये part ऐसी मतलब it just came to me, while we were working on it, and I
Lovely.
felt like it should be nice. It'd be nice if it's a girl singing,
Hmm.
and yeah, and I called Nikita. It was the first time I recorded with her. She came to the
Lovely.
studio. She was all very confident, not nervous for a change. She came and she, sort of.
Yeah, she's a rock star, man. Full on.
So yeah, so basically, yeah, she was such a killer singer that she really this thing, and then that's it, and then the song worked out, and it was something else. I mean, I was blown with the way it turned out, and I was like, okay, this is the first song of a movement. It's not
Correct.
just an album. Bhoomi
It's
is
got
a
to be more. Yeah.
yeah. It's got to be a movement. So there you go. Then we started working on Muralia. I started working on an album and I felt like अरे यार ये तो मतलब श्रेया घोषाल तो मुझे चाहिए ही. I have to have
Correct.
Shreya Ghoshal.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah, and I called Shreya and I asked her that look, and I had gone to. So now I'm speaking of the second song without you asking me. Uh,
That's
I
perfect. Yeah.
I went to Bharatpur for a concert with the
Okay.
whole gang, like Suleiman, me, and Salim Suleiman. I went to Bharatpur is next to Brindavan. The
Okay.
Brindavan में जो होली होती है ना, the Holi
Huh.
festival, it's a 7 दिन की होली. It's not just one
Okay.
day. कृष्णा जी
Wow.
की पूजा वहाँ पे होती है and Brindavan and Bharatpur is very close to Mathura Brindavan. I was so blown by the whole festive spirit of Bharatpur celebrating Krishna,
Hmm.
celebrating Lord Krishna and his bhakti and his yaar मैं I just Krishna is a sampurn kalakar. He's
Right.
a he's an archer, he's a painter, he's a dancer, and it just kind of blew me. I was like hanging out there one evening speaking to somebody about Lord Krishna and his avatars and his importance and whatever. And I felt like this is a song that I need to do. And because I also wanted to feature Paras, and I felt like, it'd be great to do a song called Muralia.
And of course, Paras being a phenomenal flautist fits in perfectly with the Krishna theme as well. I
It
think
was.
it's a beautiful
And
thing.
that's
And
how I started working on this project. Iske baad, I wanted a really like a song that, we made a song called, should I just announce it? I can't announce it because, okay, we made a Kavali. I also made a Kavali.
okay, there you
Uh,
go. So we've kind of broken a little bit of news right here in this first episode of the
and
MJ Show at
that's the
IMON.
third song
That's the third song. The third song is going to be a Kavali, and you heard it here first
for the first
on
time.
the MJ Show for the first time. That is awesome stuff. Listen. I know there's so much more we're going to talk about, and more importantly, someday I want to come on in your studio and listen to the remaining 41 minutes that we've not got to hear of
You must.
Sukhwinder. I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
hear that for sure. But before we take some questions from your fans, from the lovely students here, can we hear you sing a song of your choice, and tell us why you're picking this song?
Yeah, the thing is, I can sing any song. Let's just get people to give me like
Okay,
make a
guys,
request. Ali
everybody
Maula.
watching right now. So
First
there's
one is Ali
Ali Maula hai,
Eh
Ashaएं
Khuda,
hai, Eh Khuda.
Asha. Okay, there are two Ali Maulas. There's two Eh Khudas. There's three Eh Khudas. There's one Ye
Ye
Hosla.
Hausla.
There's oh my God, I have to sing Ali Maula because
Chalo.
we we were talking about a Qawwali and like a devotional song from Muralia too. And I'll tell you, devotional music has a lot of importance in my life because I
Yep.
believe devotional music has been going on for centuries and will continue to go on for centuries. हिम्मत अता करो ओ मददगार मौला अली मौला अली मौला अली मौला ओ मौला अली मौला अली मौला आप ही हो कुव्वते परवरदिगार मौला अली मौला अली मौला अली मौला ओ मौला अली मौला अली मौला ओ शाहे मर्दा शेरे अज़दा जाफिदा तुम पे मौला अली मौला अली मौला अली मौला ओ मौला अली मौला अली मौला हिम्मत अता करो ओ मददगार मौला अली मौला अली मौला अली मौला ओ मौला अली मौला अली मौला आप ही हो कुव्वते परवरदिगार मौला अली मौला अली मौला ओ मौला अली मौला अली मौला ओ शाहे मर्दा शेरे अज़दा जाफिदा तुम पे मौला अली मौला अली मौला Mana Ali Ali Ali
Yeah. That was absolutely fantastic. And if we were in front of a live studio audience, this is where everybody would have erupted with their applause. That was really, really special, Salim. Thank you so much. Okay, before we wrap up for today, there are three questions that I'm going to be taking from the lovely audience that we have here at iMoon. The first one is, what are some suggestions that you would like to give budding or upcoming singers and composers?
Yeah, first of all, never ever think that you don't have anything special. You may have your dreams of your Shreya Ghoshal, your A.R. Rahman, your Arijit, your whatever, your heroes. But please know that you have something special as well in you. All right. And the sooner you discover that, the better it is. You got to believe in what you have, work on what you don't have, but believe in what you have and go from there.
That is
The
lovely.
there is no shortcut to success, as you all know. You have to work hard. There is no, but enjoy the journey, and it's always the journey and not the destination. Always.
That is awesome. That's a beautiful. You know what? I asked Ashna to give me these questions. Okay, and this is the magic of technology. You guys are here with us. We're going to edit this part that I'm saying right now out, and I'm going to give the questions next directly. Ashna, can you also give me the names of the people who asked these questions, because I would love to acknowledge them. I'll find out who asked this first question. But the second question that has been asked is, okay, this is the part which comes back on again. Are you guys ready? All right, here we go. So, Salim, the second question that I have for you is, how has the overall dynamic of the music industry changed due to reality TV shows like Indian Idol and The Voice and Saregama and all of that?
I think it's great. I really believe in in these reality shows. First of all, I'm the best example for it, because it's not just me who's benefited, but the entire nation. One of two, three of our singers, Vipul Mehta, even Shri Ram, Bhoomi Trivedi, these are all discovered on Indian Idol.
Yeah, yeah.
What am I saying about all these singers? Even Shreya Ghoshal
Shreya Ghoshal, yeah, yeah, yeah.
was discovered on
Correct.
Saregama, and so was
Saregama.
Sunidhi on Meri Awaaz Suno.
Correct.
And and such incredible artists have been discovered there. So what are we talking about? This is a great way. A phenomenal singer who's come very recently in the scene is Salman Ali. Salman Ali is also an Indian Idol winner, and he's a phenomenal singer. He's also
Absolutely.
part of Bhoomi, by the way. He's also part of the album. So it's there's really it's a great platform. I think it's a great way to a medium for talent to be recognized.
Knowing that you've got Salman on your song, and knowing that you've told us that the third song is a Kavali, I'm going to try to think of putting those two facts together. And maybe this is just my guess. Okay, you guys tell me in the comments on this video below who you think is going to be the singer featured in the third song of Bhoomi. And of course, he's broken the news that the third song is going to be a Kavali. Do you think Salman is going to be singing that, or do you think it's going to be somebody else? And if you go on Salim's Instagram handle, you will see that there was a big hoarding, a billboard in the city under which he's tagged all the people involved on the project. So you can see who are the people who are involved in the project. Which of those people is going to be singing the third song? Let us know in the comments, and we'll find out in 2 weeks if your guess is correct. And the final question that I have here for you from our brilliant audience here at iMoon is, why do you think a career path in music is not preferred over being a doctor or an engineer? Or for that matter, has that changed now? Do you see a change happening where people are willing to accept alternate careers apart from being doctors and engineers and lawyers?
I honestly, I must say that I respect all doctors and all engineers, and everybody is
Oh
special.
yeah, God bless them.
This is it's you cannot compare. This question comes to a lot of artists. And a lot of artists say, "Oh, I'm very blessed that I'm a musician. I'm very blessed that I'm a singer." Sure, we are blessed, because it's a God-given talent which you have, and you're spreading a lot of happiness and a lot
Yeah,
of love through your
yeah,
music and through your art in this world. But don't forget, when the pandemic was on, is still on, doctors have been the most important people in everybody's lives.
Absolutely.
Yeah, more than
Absolutely.
anybody, more than any politician, more than any engineer, more than any artist. The
Yeah.
doctors have been right there. They've been our real heroes. So I don't consider this as a, as a special thing. But yes, a musician is an artist is truly blessed because he gets to uh, he's on a holiday for the longest time. Like I haven't worked a single day in my life. I haven't worked a single day in my life.
I agree with you. No, but the thing that I would want to kind of add to Salim's answer to everybody watching right now is that if you're doing something you love, I think you are fortunate. So for musicians, most people look at musicians or actors or whatever, they think, oh wow, this is such a great life. It's also because they are doing something that they love. Believe me when I say this, difficult as it may sound, there are people who love engineering. There are people who love working on computers. There are people who love being doctors. So for them, even though their profession is probably very difficult and hard and involves tremendous hours away from the family and everything, they are having a great life. They are enjoying themselves as well because they're doing what they were genuinely meant to be doing. So for everybody watching, my suggestion is find that purpose in your life, and that could be coding, that could be being a doctor, that could be being a veterinarian, or whatever it is, or it could be being a music composer, a singer, or an actor, or whatever. Find that purpose and go after that with all your love and heart and soul and devotion. And I think you'll find that you're just as happy as a musician out there. And that's just my thought.
Mihir, thank you so much for having me, and thank you so much, Aimoon. I would love to continue to talk to you. Maybe perhaps once again in December. And
Yeah, that'd be great.
yes, I'll
But
be there.
thank you so much, Salim, for being here finally on the MJ show. It
I
was a
know.
great pleasure having you on the show and chatting with you. I want to wish you all the very best for
Thank you, brother.
Bhoomi
Thank you.
and for Merchant Records. I hope both of them do spectacularly. I know you already have the love and affection of all your fans and everybody else who is watching here right now on iMoon. But pretty much this is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. This is all the time I have. My name is Mihir Joshi. That is Salim Merchant. This was the MJ show at iMoon, and we'll see you again very soon.
Thank you.
Bye, Salim.
Bye, Mihir.
Hey, I'm Mihir Joshi, and I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so that you get a notification every time a new video goes up. Hit the like button as well. Leave a comment here for my guests and for me, and share it with absolutely everybody. We will really appreciate it. Make it happen.